Good morning, traders from around the world. My name is Lane. Here at VantagePoint, we hope that your 2016 is off to a great start. What I want to do today is I want to talk a little bit about the current market conditions. We've had a lot of people who have contacted us recently who are literally pulling the hair out of their head, just really freaked out by what's been going on in the markets. And I just want to go through a few charts and a few explanations to share with you a different perspective if you don't have the software yet. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to focus in on the ETFs. I'm going to show you a few things that I think might really pique your interest. I've got two charts here on the screen. The first one at the top is the Proshares Qqq. This is the NASDAQ 100 tracking ETF. And as you can clearly see, this market has been in a downtrend pretty much since the beginning of the year. The software gave a really sweet crossover December 31st. You can see the date here at the top. And it clearly pointed out that this stock, this ETF, was expected to start going down. Now, this is, before things really started to tumble. Our customers had a really nice advance warning and insight that if they had profit built up, because previously they had been in a long position, this would be the ideal time to take their profit off the table and look to go short, because there's going to be a tremendous opportunity in store. Right around the same time, you'll notice that the neural index down at the bottom had gone to a position of 0, indicating, again, the trend's expected to go down. So you have two of your main forecasting indicators, both lining up, both confirming that the Qs are going to drop. Now, what's happened? Well, I think we all know that in the last 14, 15 days or so, it dropped quite a bit. In the last 14 days, the Qs had dropped almost $11.50 per share. That's a 10% drop. Pretty substantial, right? Just because the markets are going down, and I've heard a lot of people say, oh, the markets are really bad right now. They're not bad. It just means you have to change your approach. You have to position yourself differently so that you can profit from a different type of market conditions. So tremendous shorting opportunity. But there are people have said to us, hey, I don't like shorting the market. I don't understand shorting. What am I supposed to do? Do I sit on my hands? Do I not take advantage of these opportunities? How can I protect my capital, but also make it grow? Well, I want to introduce to you the Proshares Ultrashort Qqq. The stock symbol for that is QID, and I've got that down in the lower pane, okay? Now, what you'll notice is that these two charts, they look inverse. It's almost like a mirror reflection of each other. The Proshares Ultrashort Qqq will move in the opposite direction of the QQQ ETF. So if the NASDAQ is going down, the Ultrashort Qqq will actually go up, as you see here. So in a situation like we've had recently, when the NASDAQ is going down, obviously if you have a profit built up, you'd want to take your profit and bank that. But then what you'd want to do is you'd either want to go short on the chart up above, or if you don't want to go short, you could actually take a long position in the inverse QQQ ETF, and you make money when the market is actually going down. So for all of you who don't understand shorting or don't want to go short, there is an alternative, and you can make money in a down market, and this is exactly how you do it. You can do the same thing in the Dow. So this is the NASDAQ. Let me flip over to the Dow. So up top, what I'm going to put is the diamonds, symbol DIA. On the bottom, I'm going to put up the Ultrashort Dow ETF. It's symbol DXD. Again, what you see is it's a mirror reflection of each other. So back at the end of December, early January, VantagePoint clearly indicated that the Dow was going to decrease. It's going to go down. And in those 15 days, it went down about 10%. That's almost $20 per share. So knowing that in advance, you were able to take your profit off the table, protect that capital, but then there was a tremendous opportunity to go short. But again, if you don't want to go short, you don't like going short, that's fine. Doesn't mean you can't make money even in a down market. What you do is you look at the symbol DXD and you would actually buy. You would take a long position in this ETF, and what you can see is during the same time frame that the Dow dropped 10%, this particular ETF went up almost 23%, okay? Almost $5 per share during the same time frame. If you have insight as to what the market is going to do ahead of time, you will feel very confident and you'll be able to prepare yourself for success. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some of the intermarkets. So I'm going to go over to the E-mini NASDAQ. I'm going to right click, I'm going to go to properties. Now what this means is that To forecast effectively, accurately, and consistently for the NASDAQ, the software is not just looking at the NASDAQ. No, it's looking at all of the factors around the world that drive, impact, and influence the NASDAQ. That means it's going to be looking at different ETF sectors, and you can see a multitude of different ETFs. It's going to be looking at different futures markets, currencies, energies, other indices. It's going to be looking at interest rates. It's going to be looking at precious metals, and it's going to be looking at other individual stocks in various sectors. There are about 30 different markets and sectors and indices and commodity markets that are being analyzed, and that is how the software is able to forecast this. And that's what VantagePoint has been able to do for our customers here over the last several weeks. And if you haven't taken a demo of the VantagePoint software, I encourage you to get in touch with us. Give us a call, send us an email, fill out a form. We'll get in touch with you quickly, and we'll show you exactly how the software can help you be successful and profitable in 2016.